Hey guys, Thetcglover here, coming with another video today. Obviously, Number Hunters did just come out. I was going to make a video on it when it came out, like when it revealed itself on the Konami website, but I thought there was a lot of other things I wanted to talk about at the time, so I didn't really get around to it. But overall, Number Hunters is a cool set. I could talk about every card in detail, but then the video would be like half an hour long, and I don't really want to do that. I don't think you'd want to watch that either. So I'm going to specify it on one particular card and a kind of support cards for it, which came out in the set. Before I do, I want to say that I'm so happy that they made Kasuga Kage a super, because it makes my deck even more shiny. And I was so surprised when I found out that they reprinted it as a super in the set. It's like I have now an incentive to buy the set, so I can actually get a playset of the supers. Fantastic. All I have to do now is make King of the Throat Imps a super, and then my life is complete. We're going to talk about Box of Friends. A lot of people speculated this card was going to be a trap card, where you flip it up and you special summon 2 monsters with 0 attack or defense, you know, blah blah. But anyway, Box of Friends ended up being a level 1 effect monster, and it's kind of, the picture of it is quite cool, which you can see on the screen. It's kind of like a box and it has a girl in it, which actually is the Xyz monster which supports it, I believe. Anyway, the effect is basically, if this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 2 normal monsters with different names of 0 attack or defense from your deck in face up defense position. You can only use this effect on Box of Friends once per turn, so you can't keep spamming it. The monsters special summoned by this effect cannot be used as synchro material monsters, and they are destroyed during your next end phase. So if you do get this card on the field and it dies, then on your turn, if it dies by your opponent's attack or something, then you really have to think, you know, I've got to make a play now. It forces you to commit to the field, unfortunately, because of that kind of like restriction of it, the fact that everything's going to die. You do get these monsters for free, and you can attack with them as well, provided that you get 2 monsters of 0 defense, because then you can get 2 Gem Knight Garnet, for example. There's a few different things you can do. Gem Knight Garnet, you can combine it with the other support cards to make a kind of zombie deck, which I'll talk about. Really okay, it's just a little bit restrictive in the way that it is. You know, the monsters have to be in defense mode, so they kind of get very weak. Anyway, let's go straight ahead to the secret rare support card of the set, which is an Xyz monster called Princess Cologne. Obviously in German it's Prinzessin Kolonisch. I don't understand German well enough. 2 level 4 monsters, 2200 defense, that's all you need to really know. When this card is Xyz summoned, you can target 1 Box of Friends in your graveyard to special summon that target. If you control another monster, your opponent cannot target this card with cards, effects, or attacks. If the face-up normal monster you control is destroyed by battle or by card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can attach 1 Xyz material from this card to special summon 1 normal monster from your deck or graveyard in defense position. So, really cool. Box of Friends dies. You summon 2 level 4s, which would be any level 4 you want. Obviously, it has to have either 0 attack or 0 defense. You go into this, activate its effect, get the Box of Friends back. Because of Box of Friends being on the field, this card cannot be destroyed, cannot be attacked, or affected by card effects or whatever. And then they have to attack Box of Friends because it's the only other card on the field. Of course, with this card, you don't actually necessarily have to summon a monster with 0 attack or defense. So you can just summon a monster which is actually quite normal, you know, rather than just have to be specific. But combine it together and you get a good combo. And the last card I want to talk about, which is another support card for Box of Friends, is on Bow Wow, which is a super rare from the set, which I have a picture of. When this card declares an attack, it gains 500 attacks, so when it attacks it gains 500, goes up to 1500. If this card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, so obviously destroyed implying battle or card effect, you can special summon 1 level 1 monster with 0 attack and defense from your deck. So very, very specific. So basically you have to summon Box of Friends, otherwise you're kind of very limited on what you can summon. But you can get stuff like Cyber Valley as well. Its effects are negated. Also, it's destroyed during your next end phase. So overall, the kind of support is cool. Obviously, Princess Cologne is exponentially better. But overall, there's that whole problem with the fact that you're going to open up with a large amount of normal monsters. You're going to have to run like 10 normal monsters for this whole engine to be consistent. And there's no real way for this sort of combo of cards to really get the normal monsters out of your hand and onto the field, because they usually interact with the deck or graveyard. So that's going to be a problem, and they haven't really issued that problem very well. Obviously there's stuff like trade in for level 8s and stuff like that, but you know, overall it's very, very strange, and it's easy to side against as well. So it's cool, but I wouldn't personally play it, but it's good for casual play anyway. Comment down below how you feel about the Box of Friends, Princess Cologne and Zombow Wow as a kind of engine-y thing. And tell me if you're actually interested in buying this set as well. Thanks for watching guys, and until next time, the Thetcglover is out.